So the wedding I was at today, it was my brother's best friend's wedding. I've known this guy since I was 15. I mean, he's been like another brother, and he was my first real crush. And dude, I was so in love with him. I mean, he was just, older, cute, my brother's friend, nice looking guy, blonde hair, blue eyes, rocker, and just him, he's like one of the nicest dudes ever, and I think I will probably always have a little crush on him. I think it's just his personality. He's one of those people that's genuinely a good person, He'd give you his last dollar, shirt off his back. He's just a genuinely nice guy. And I really, really, really like the woman he married. I love her. I've only met her a few times, and she is awesome. She's perfect for him. I mean, the two of them together, I think I do weddings professionally, I do makeup and stuff. So I'm surrounded by weddings. But I don't really believe in the happy ever after, I don't believe in finding someone, falling in love, and really doing that, I haven't seen it, Mine didn't work out. Mine was divorced. My older sister's didn't work out. My brother's first didn't work out. My sister's first didn't work out. Her second marriage is, I think, even worse. But so I don't always believe in that, and today, standing there and watching them exchange vows and then their first dance and, all the rituals that go along with a wedding and stuff, and just seeing how they looked at each other and knowing they've been together for a long time. So this isn't just a momentary thing or a quick thing. They're not caught up in the romance of it. I mean, they've been together a very long time. They own a house together. It's solid. And just seeing that, it was so beautiful. And seeing someone that I have known forever and loved like a brother that I had a crush on, but someone that I love very much and is a big part of my life, and who was always there for me growing up and as a young adult, and always there for my brother, like thick and thin. They are solid, and seeing him happy was a beautiful thing, and more so was seeing that really people can truly love each other and not want to use the other one, not want to hurt the other one, but really love someone that you can really look into someone else's eyes and see that someone loves you back and share a life together. And honestly, I think I gave up on believing that could happen. And yeah, I work in the bridal industry, but that doesn't mean I believe in love. I think of weddings as they're generally jokes. But this one, you could look at them, and I know him so much that I know it's real, And the way she looked back at him, it just was, it showed me that there is such a thing as finding a best friend to share your life with, and that love does exist, and that you can have a good life, and that there is such a thing as building a good life and being happy. And sometimes I feel like the normal happy life isn't for me. It'll be denied me, because of everything. And maybe that's not what it's meant to have, or, all of that. But a lot of it is I just didn't think it existed anymore. And then seeing them sharing that dance, it showed me that it does exist, It is real. And then looking at my brother and his fiance and the way they look at each other and how I know them so well and I love them so much and I know both of them completely and I know how they feel about each other. And it's like looking at that relationship and then the other relationship. These are two extremely solid, examples that there is such a thing as love. There is such a thing as a happy husband and wife. Doesn't mean they won't argue, doesn't mean they won't fight, doesn't mean they won't have their issues, but there is such a thing as loyalty and devotion and monogamy and love for one another, and that was pretty awesome. It was beautiful, and it gave me a little bit of hope, and that's the most important thing. It's nice to know that life can be good and beautiful and have perfect moments. And today was a good moment. It was really strange to see us all as adults, to look at my brother and his friend and all of their friends that I've known since they were just these cocky, dorky teenagers, and now they're these men in their 30s and heading into late 30s and all, mature adult men, confident, full of themselves, and still their same dorky selves. And just see them all smiling and joking and laughing all together, remembering how they were, and then seeing them as adults with children, and seeing just, it's weird where time goes, and I don't feel different sometimes. I don't feel older than my, kid self. If we're all adults, and going into, some of us are second marriages, and dude, his daughter's had a baby herself. He's a grandpa, and he's not even 40. So, I mean, it's just surreal, but it was a good day. Stressful because of the morning issue stuff with the wedding, but a beautiful day. And I am very happy I got to be there, and that's how I spent my afternoon. And now I'm just tired. But it was a beautiful day. A very good day. And I'm very, very happy I got to be there. One of the things that I was worried about at the beginning of this year was that I might, of course, go to prison, and how I was worried I was going to miss my friend's birthday party that was last weekend, and that I would miss his wedding. And I got to do both, and I may still go to prison, but I'm really grateful I got to do both of those and see both of those, because they were big once in a lifetime things, and I got to be there, and I'm really grateful for that. Small blessings, and they were blessings. They really are, that I got to be there in these moments in my life that I'll remember, that means something, that matter. So it was a good day.